Hey YouTube, so I wanted to share with you today Fidelity. They are quickly becoming a favorite of mine, and I've noticed that they have come out with 4 new index funds that are low fee, that compete directly with Vanguard, and the advantage of them, they have low expense ratios. They have if you look right here, 0.05% expense ratios. And this is for a mid-cap growth, mid-cap value, small-cap growth, and small-cap value. Now, Vanguard has the same index funds, but they charge from 0.05 to 0.07. But the difference is Vanguard usually has from the one or two I looked at, has a $3,000 minimum investment. Fidelity's does not. Now, there's not a whole lot of information of these because they are pretty new. I think they started out in July. So I'm just going to go over them real quick. And the first one is FMDGX, which is the mid-cap growth, 0.05% expense ratio. The performance is going to be, there's not going to be much here, but what this index follows is the Russell Mid-Cap Growth Index. We'll take a look real quick at the composition, and it looks like 33% is in the information technology, 17% in industrials, 15% in consumer discretionary, and almost 15% in healthcare. And we'll look at their top 10 holdings. One is Fiserv, Global Payments, Dollar General, Twitter, O'Reilly Automotive, Lam Research, AMD, Amphenol, Ingersoll Rand, and SBA Communications. So it's pretty much 100% in domestic stock. And you look at fees and distributions, 0.05%, minimums, no minimums at all. So that's the mid-cap growth, FMDGX. Next up, FIMVX, which is the Fidelity Mid-Cap Value Index, and 0.05 expense ratio. Again, not much on the performance because they're brand new. The composition is 19% financials, 15% real estate, 12% in industrials, and 11.5% in utilities. This is a mid-cap value. And top 10, Sempra Energy, Welltower, Excel Energy, Equity Residential REIT, Consolidated Edison, Public Service Enterprise, Newmont Gold Corp, SunTrust Banks, WEC Energy, and Avalon Bay Communities. Again, another 100% to domestic mid-cap value stocks. And this, what is this? Did I share that with the other one? This is the Russell 2000 value. Russell mid-cap value, sorry. Next one, FECGX, this is the Fidelity Small Cap Growth Index Fund. Again, 0.05% expense ratio. I'm not going to show the performance and risk because they're too new. We'll just go to the composition. Healthcare, 27%. Industrials, 20%. Information technology, 18%. Consumer discretionary, 12%. Top 10 holdings, Novacure, Haymonetics, Trex. Trex is a company I've been looking at. They do the wood decking, the faux wood decking, I guess you call it. Science Applications, Maximus, Teladoc, that's another one I've been looking at. Teladoc does the telephone where you can telephone a doctor. Silicon Laboratories, Generac Holdings, Tetra Tech, and Performance Food. Again, 100% domestic, and this one follows the Russell 2000 Growth Index. Next one, FISVX, that's the Fidelity Small Cap Value. Once again, that 0.05 expense ratio. Let's see what this is. This is the Russell 2. This follows the Russell 2000 value. So 30% in financials, 12.5% in industrials, 12% in real estate, and let's look at this. Portland General Electric, One Gas, Rexford Industrial, Black Hills Corp, Radian Corp, Alet, Blackstone Mortgage Trust, Southwest Gas, Sabra Healthcare REIT, and Spire. Again, pretty much all in domestic equities. But I mean, the great thing with these is these are no minimum investment, low expense ratio, and you can just, everybody's in M1, and they say, well, you just deposit money and let M1 allocate the money. Well, you can pretty much do the same thing here. You can allocate it however much you want. You can have a large cap. They have a zero fee large cap index fund. You can have one of the mid caps and one of the small caps, and you can put in $100 a month and put in $50 in a large cap, $25 in a mid cap, $25 in a small cap. You don't have to buy have enough for a full share of an ETF or something like that. So you can just dollar cost average into these funds, into Fidelity, low expense ratio, no minimum investment. You put this in a Roth and you set up monthly automatic investing. Hey, you're good to go. Anyway, I'll probably share. I'm liking a lot of the index funds that Fidelity's coming out with, as they have either zero or very low fees. They make it really easy. The more I mess with this Fidelity website is freaking awesome. They have all kinds of things that you can research and look through. There is a, I think it's called eMoney, where you can consolidate all your accounts from everywhere, and you can see where you're allocated. So if you have an M1 account, if you have a Chase account, if you have a Schwab account, you can all allocate it into one, and it'll show you where you are invested in, what percentage of portfolio is in a stock or in cash, etc., etc. So anyway, just wanted to share with Fidelity's 4 new index funds in the mid cap and small cap family. Low expense ratio and no minimum investment, which is huge. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Leave me a comment down below and we'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye-bye.